Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Luka Doncic reacts to Draymond Green's clutch block in Warriors win over Mavs. Draymond Green sealed the Golden State Warriors' 104-100 win over the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday, April 4, with an emphatic block on Daniel Gafford and a layup on the other end. The whole Chase Center erupted after Green's massive block. Mavericks superstar Luka Doncic was left dejected but at the same time, utterly impressed by Green's pivotal play. "That block was big," Doncic told reporters after the game. "We could tie the game there, I think. So that block was great for him. He's a defensive guy. He controls their offense. He leads the guys. He had a very big impact." It was only Green's lone block in the game where he scattered 11 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists and 4 steals. But it was the difference maker. Warriors coach Steve Kerr thought Green was going for a foul as Green momentarily left Gafford open underneath the basket as he tried to help defend Kyrie Irving, who made the pass. "That was probably the key defensive play of the game, just a massive play," Kerr told reporters. "I thought he was going to go up to try to foul him and he just had the right angle for the block. That was a huge play, and Draymond was brilliant defensively as he has been for a while now. He's one of the reasons we've been able to kind of turn the season around. Had he not blocked Gafford, the Mavericks could have cut the Warriors' lead to 98-94 with still 1:48 left. But Green quickly recovered and after his massive block, he saved the ball from going out of bounds and into Klay Thompson's hands. Draymond is special," Andrew Wiggins told reporters. "Very special. Defensive mastermind, he's everywhere. He's got everyone's back. That's what gives everyone else the advantage to just play freely defensively, because you know you got Draymond behind you. You know he's going to pick up any slack or anything that happens." Chris Paul, who is in his 19th NBA season, was more effusive in praise of Green's clutch block. "I told Dre, that might be one of the best plays I've ever seen in my career, and I'm not exaggerating, man," Paul said on Warriors post-game live. "If you just see the heart, somebody like me who likes defense, I can appreciate it. It's well documented, me and Dre's relationship before I got here. But it's something to see night in and night out, the way he competes. He willed us to this win tonight." It was not only Green who shined. Wiggins also stepped up anew in Jonathan Kuminga's absence as the Warriors overcame Doncic's triple-double and Stephen Curry's off night. Doncic finished with 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists for his 20th double-double, trailing only Sacramento Kings All-Star Domantas Sabonis' 26 and Denver Nuggets two-time MVP Nikola Jokic's 23 this season. But Wiggins made Doncic work doubly hard for it. "It was our defense that got us the win," Kerr said. "Holding those guys to 100 points is pretty difficult. I thought Wiggins was brilliant. He put in so much effort just trying to make Luka work. Luka was amazing as he always is, but that effort really set a tone." Curry was held to 13 points on 5 of 18 shooting. But Wiggins carried the scoring load with 23 points, 2 nights after his 2 of 12 shooting in San Antonio. Wiggins shot 50% from the field this time with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal and a block. It was his second 23-point effort and third 20-point game over his last 4 games, which Kuminga missed. Steve Kerr provides major injury update on Warriors' rising star. "All hands will be on deck when the Golden State Warriors, 41-34, face the Houston Rockets, 38-37, on the road on Thursday, April 4, in a pivotal match that could seal their spot in the play-in tournament. Jonathan Kuminga will be back on Thursday in Houston, according to Steve Kerr. It's obviously a massive game in the standings," the Athletic Shams Charania said on the Run It Back on FanDuel TV on Wednesday, April 3. "Houston has been coming right behind Golden State the last few weeks. They had 11 straight wins. but they are now 3 games back at Golden State. That's pretty insurmountable. You gotta win if you're Houston to give yourself even a chance, but, Andrew, Wiggins has stepped up in these 4 games that Kuminga has been out with knee tendonitis. Getting Kuminga back in the lineup, getting him a rhythm before the playoffs, that's going to be big for them. Wiggins continued to step up in Kuminga's absence, firing 23 points to lead the Warriors to a 104-100 win over the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday, April 2, for their 5th straight win. The Rockets were hot on the Warriors' tails last week after rattling off 11 straight wins as they closed the gap to just half game. But the Warriors responded with their current winning streak, including a 4-1 road trip that widened their gap once again heading into Thursday's crucial match. Kuminga last saw action at the start of their 5-game winning streak in Miami on March 26 when he scored 18 points in 32 minutes and finished as plus 21 in a 113-92 Golden State blowout win. Then he missed the next 4 games with a knee injury. Kuminga warmed up before the Warriors' 117-113 win over the San Antonio Spurs on March 31, but he was a late scratch. He was again a game-time decision against the Mavericks, but Kerr held him back once again. He hadn't done anything because of the knee for the last week, Kerr told reporters before Tuesday's win, per Mercury News. He's feeling a lot better. Just got a really good 3-on-3 scrimmage in, the first work he's done since he's been out. So, we felt strongly that he needed to get a couple of days' work in before he's ready to play. Kuminga's absence provided Wiggins more opportunities to regain his confidence since his return from a 4-game absence bridging February and March due to personal reasons. Except for a 2 of 12 shooting dud against the Spurs, Wiggins was solid during Kuminga's absence. He scored at least 20 points in 3 of the Warriors' last 4 games Kuminga missed. Kerr was effusive in his praise of Wiggins following Tuesday night's huge win over the Mavericks. "It was our defense that got us the win," Kerr told reporters. "Holding those guys to 100 points is pretty difficult. I thought Wiggins was brilliant. He put in so much effort just trying to make Luka work. Luka was amazing as he always is, but that effort really set a tone." Wiggins made Luka Doncic work hard for his 20th triple-double, 30 points, 12 rebounds and 11 assists. I lied. Draymond Green changes tune on Victor Wembanyama being Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Green has played in the NBA for quite some time to know if player is good or bad. Earlier, he held the perception that Victor Wembanyama is a couple of years away from being either a Defensive Player of the Year or MVP. But after the French rookie's recent performances, Green has changed his view. Green suggested that Wembanyama impacts the game even if the block totals do not replicate it. League-wide players are having trouble going up for a simple layup against the San Antonio Spurs rookie. "I know I said on here a little while back, Wemby shouldn't be the Defensive Player of the Year, and I lied. Wemby should be the Defensive Player of the Year. Because he is that amazing defensively. The way he impacts the game on the defensive end, whether it's off the ball on the ball, it's a problem." The former Defensive Player of the Year explains that when a player goes close to the basket and stops instead of taking the layup, that is equivalent to a blocked shot. Victor Wembanyama has that kind of an effect on opposing players. He alludes that it is the same as the player setting the screen does not get the assist, but still is creating an opportunity for the ball handler to take an easy shot. The 7'4" phenom has enough length and wingspan to cover the interior. And that alone makes his defensive contributions much more than what the blocks and steals totals suggest. Therefore, Green wants the league to give Wembanyama that award based on those intangibles. Draymond Green does not only see DPOY awards lining up for the San Antonio Spurs superstar. He thinks the 20-year-old has what it takes to become the league MVP. He has seen Curry-like shot-making ability for a player that big. And that makes him unguardable. Then is the ability to finish from mid-range as well as inside the paint. The scoring is backed up by elite defense, which Green is already a proponent of. The only aspect currently lacking is passing. The Saginaw native wants Wembanyama to develop playmaking skills so that the offense as well as defense runs through him. All of these can make him the best player in the NBA for years to come. But for starters, the Defensive Player of the Year award could be the first one Victor Wembanyama wins. After all, as Draymond Green explains, there are multiple ways to make an impact on the defense even though the stats may not show up for it. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Victor Wembanyama? Leave your opinion in the comments.